Hey YouTube. So, yeah, haven't vlogged in a while and I apologize, but I'm still here. So this will be my breastfeeding vlog number 2. Sorry about the lighting. I'm in my room and it's dark. It's almost midnight, so I figured I'm gonna do a vlog. I've already done this vlog like 3 times and for some reason it just keeps getting lost. An update on Jada. She's currently 7 months, so it's been a while. I am going to do a 6-month update later on, but I wanted to get the breastfeeding vlog out of the way because there's a lot of information. She's still doing breastfeeding and also bottle when I'm not around. She started daycare recently, so she is getting a bottle more often, or when she's with her dad, she'll get a bottle. Otherwise, when I'm there, she's always breastfeeding. She eats about 5 ounces every 4 hours or so. And she started solid, so she's going, longer in between her feedings of just breast milk. And I'm going to do a separate video on the on the solids because there's a lot of stuff I want to put in there. One thing I did want to say is that when she is at daycare and when she is with her solid foods, I do send breast milk, or she's at home, I do use breast milk in her cereal. So usually for every 2 tablespoons of cereal, I put in 1 ounce of breast milk. I'm starting to reduce the breast milk so I can get the cereal a little bit thicker, so she's able to get the variety of taste and things like that of the cereal. When she nurses about 10 to 15 minutes total, and it could be 10 minutes on one boob, 5 minutes on the other. Sometimes she may do 20, so it might be 10 minutes on one, 10 minutes on the other. So I'm finding more often than not, it's usually she will eat off the one boob that you give her first, the longest, and then maybe 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes on the other boob. So there's some changes in her eating. She sleeps through the night, which is great. So my pumping is still pretty much the same. I'm pumping at night at least once, and I have longer intervals between pumping sessions when I'm not around her or when she's sleeping. So I usually pump about every 5 hours or so. And when I do pump early in the morning, I notice that I have a lot of milk, and a lot of doctors have told me this. You're going to have the most milk in the morning, so I can pump between 9 ounces and 11 ounces in the morning. So the most I pumped is 11 ounces, which is crazy, but I mean, hey. And I bought a deep freeze, so I store all that milk because we plan on weaning her pretty soon, from the breast at least, but she's still going to get the breast milk. So we've been storing milk like crazy. And so we bought a deep freeze, and I'm going to do a whole video, a whole breastfeeding vlog on just the weaning part, what we plan to do. And then talk about some of the breast milk and how I store it and things like that. And what I'm going to do with it, which is going to be great, is I'm going to take some snippets from the before and then kind of do an after vlog and talk about how my plans have changed. So that's what I'm going to do with the whole weaning issue, and see how it's changed and how I dealt with it and things like that. So I thought that'd be kind of interesting. Let's see, I got my little paper here trying to figure out what to talk about. Sorry I'm being so quiet. Jada is asleep and I don't want to wake her up. She had a really bad cold and ear infection, and it's just ridiculous. So she needs her sleep as much as she can get. Alright, as far as my review, Lancino storage bag. I'm sorry, that was going to be my review for this one, but yeah, that vlog got lost somewhere. So I'm doing the Lancino nursing pads, disposable nursing pads, and this is a 60 count, and you can get this at Walmart for about $9, I think. Since my husband pretty much works there, I can get a 10% discount. So anyway, I always buy these. These are great. I have used the Nuck, which I also have up here. The only difference is they don't come in the nice packaging, and they're not domed like these are. But they're like $6, I think, or $5.97. So they're cheaper and they work great, but I do like these a lot. Once you get them, they come in individual packaging, and they have the perforated lines on front and back, and that's where you pretty much rip. You just pull apart and pull it out of there. And then on the back, you have 2 sticky places. You just pull off, stick it to your bra, and then inside, as you can see, it's domed, which is great because the nipple is a great place to go. So, and what I like about these the most is when I do breastfeed or pump, because I actually pull my bra up, it's great because they stay in place. With the Nook, they go all over the place and I can't find them, so if I'm in a hurry, I don't have time to find them. They're usually up here on my chest for some reason. It's hard to find those and put them back in. So I do like these because they stay in place. So, yeah, they just work better for me. But the Nook are good too. I'm not saying they're not good. It's just, if I have enough money to buy these, I'm going to buy these ones. So, and they're breathable. Oh, love them. So breathable. So, yeah, great product, and I highly recommend them. I've had no problems with those. I can't remember what brand I had before, but I got them from the hospital, and I remember I used them for a while, and then I got a clogged milk duct, and the nurse had said, my lactation consultant nurse, she had talked about, like, you know, these don't necessarily cause those. It usually happens because of suction, the baby suction. Anyway, a clogged milk duct pretty much is just, it looks like a pimple on the nipple. I mean, it is like a milk-filled pimple, pretty much. What it is, the milk has solidified. Mine was like maybe half an inch. It has solidified inside the nipple canal, if you want to call it that. And it was quite painful when she would eat off of it, but the nurse said continue to let her eat off of it. You want to put a cold compress on it, warm compress on it, and try to get the hard part out. It's kind of like when milk sours and it turns into that cottage cheese stuff. That's kind of like what it looks like when you pull it out. So what I did is I let her nurse off of that one, and it didn't like pop it per se. So I went and did a warm compress, and then I took my fingernails and actually pulled out that part. And it was just a little teeny chunk that had clogged in the milk duct. And after that I let her nurse off that one first. Every single time we nurse off that one first. And it felt better, I would say, within a few hours. It wasn't hurting anymore. So that was one thing that really, it was crazy. It was crazy. So, besides that, everything's going good. Like I said before, she's doing great. I'm going to do her 6-month update, which I totally forgot to do last month. So we're going to do that together, me and her. And, yeah, that's about it. If I think of anything else, I will let you guys know. Alright. Good night, YouTube.